Okay, I think it's okay. So it is recording. I'm gonna mute everybody. All right, everybody's muted. Okay, guys. Hey. All right. So welcome to the team call. It's crazy because I feel like every morning at 6 a.m. I'm on with certain people, and I've been doing calls and stuff with others. But then some of you guys I haven't seen in a while. So it's awesome that you're here. Sorry, Livy, if you hear noise in the background, Olivia's getting a snack before bed, so that's what that is. But okay, so October. I cannot believe that we are in the final stretch of 2017. Just crazy. Like I feel like I say this all the time, but time goes by so fast. So I don't know about you guys, but reflecting back on everything that's happened this year, I really have started to think that this is a year, for me personally, of reinvention, of changes, of endings and new beginnings, and just change. And I've been working with a lot of different people lately that have really I've been getting the same message over and over. And it's a message that has really impacted me greatly most recently. And so I wanted to share this message with you guys too, in hopes that maybe it's a message that you need to hear as well. So this call isn't necessarily going to be like Beachbody business per se. It's going to be more like life, because what I'm finding is that when you're struggling with life, or when you're kind of off, or things are going on in your life, it's really hard for most people to stay consistent with the business end. And here's the truth. The truth is that most people, 80 to 90% of people, are not going to stay super focused for the long haul with this business. That's just the truth. They're going to kind of dabble in and out as it's convenient, as life, happens. That's about 80% of people. Then there's like 15% of people who will jump on the calls and who they tap in, but they're not like sprinting with this business, but they're here, and they're kind of like the slow and steady wins the race. And so that's about 15%. And there's 5% of people who are like lifers. I just had a talk with I think April and Megan today, and I'm like, 5% are lifers. Those, I consider myself a lifer. Those are people who, like, this business, what it represents, it's always a light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how hard your life gets, no matter how bad your life gets, this business stays a light at the end of the tunnel. And it's not necessarily the business, but it's like what it represents. And so you can't, no matter how hard it gets, you don't walk away from this, because it's not a burden. It's a light at the end of the tunnel. So I consider myself a 5% or a lifer. I don't know what you guys all consider yourself. Everybody has to kind of do some self-evaluation and really think about, okay, well, where do I fit in? And then once you do some self-evaluation of where do you fit in, like, are you content with that? Are you good with that? And you might be good with that, or you might not be. I don't know. This is all like a personal thing. But I know that I'm going to speak to you from where I'm coming from as a lifer, as a 5%er, as someone who no matter what, will always see this business as a light because of what it represents for me and for my family. But, this year has definitely been challenging. This year has been very, very challenging for me. It's very hard to see people come and go. It's very hard. And, this is like my sole income. So it isn't like this is just something extra or anything like that. Like, this is it for me and my family. Like, this is it. So I have definitely, on a personal level, faced challenges that I haven't faced in a really long time. And so it has caused me to then look inward and figure out, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What can I control here? What is going on? And so when I say that this has been a year of reinvention for myself, it has. And part of that is that different people have been giving me messages. Like, I feel like God is just placing people in my path. And, you know, one of the things that just keeps coming up is that we have to be open to receiving. There is so much in this universe. And I was talking to my sister today, because I've been talking to some people more than others about just kind of speakers I've been listening to, things that I've been doing, different things I've been getting into. And my sister is like, yeah, I'm like, how do you feel about all this? Like, watching a documentary called The Secret, and watching Tony Robbins, I'm Not Your Guru, and just listening to different things, and like Think and Grow Rich, that book, and just all this. And I asked Sarah, who's on this call, I'm like, what do you think? She's like, yeah, but I think it's weird that you're always talking about the universe, the universe, the universe. And I started thinking about that, and it's like, you know, I call it the universe, call it God. Of course I believe in God, you know, and I started thinking about scripture. And I think that there's this one scripture in the Bible that says, ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened for you. Right? So that's right out of the Bible. That's a verse out of the Bible. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be opened for you. So understand that when I use the word universe, I'm coming from a place of like what God is providing. But here's the thing, we have to be open to receiving. There's opportunities all around us. The world, God, the universe is always abundant in providing opportunities for us to receive things that we want, whether it's things in our relationships, whether it's finances, whether it's purpose, whether it's new relationships, whatever it is, there is an abundance of opportunities all around you. And it really has to start with your perspective. What are you focusing on? Where is your mind at most of the day? What are you thinking about? Because if you're focusing on your struggle, if you're focusing on how hard life is for you, if you're focusing on all the things that you cannot control in your life, and I can tell that a lot of you guys are, because it's funny, you can just look at someone's newsfeed and the things that they're posting, it's for them. The quotes that they're posting and the pictures that they're posting, it's for them. It's for you, whatever you're going through. So I can definitely tell that there's some of you guys who are in this season of struggle right now, or you're in this season of change, or just dealing with things in your life. And it's like, gosh, you have to come from a place of being open to receiving, being willing to receive, and changing your perspective. Because what you focus on is what you're going to keep getting more and more of. You know, I referenced two things, the documentary, The Secret. It's a little corny. It's on Netflix. But all I kept thinking about while I was watching it was the book Think and Grow Rich. Some of you guys, Josh recommended that a while back, and I read it, and I know that I talked to you guys. I know Sherry read it. Like, there's something to be said about the power of affirmations, speaking into existence what you want. What are your beliefs? What are your thoughts? What is going through your head? Because whatever is going on in here, it's going to create your reality. Okay? And here's the thing, and I'm going to give you guys an example of something that happened. So last night I was on a call with a woman who's a medium. So she's just always had this gift that she was born with, and she believes in God, and she's very much like a Christian person, but she's always had this gift to deliver messages to people from people that have passed. So she does this call with us last night, and she was talking about the importance of being open to receiving, the importance of understanding that there's an abundance of opportunity, and that God will provide. And even if you're in a time of struggle right now, it is important to stay grateful with your hands open, willing to receive and willing to give. And so we listened to this call last night. It was just amazing. I mean, there was just a couple of us on there, and so many girls were in tears, and it was insane. And so this morning, and so one of the things was about receiving. And so I had an opportunity out of nowhere to make extra money. And I was like, no. And I totally blocked it off. And I'm like, no, like, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not doing that. And Sarah, you know, my friend Sarah Try, who's very much into this whole thing about like, God, you just have to manifest in your brain what you want and become obsessed with it and think about it and tell yourself this is what's going to happen over and over. So she called me. She goes, hey, I heard you're not gonna take advantage of this finance opportunity that's going to come into your life. Why? And I'm like, no, because I'm not going to do that. She's like, yeah, but you've been talking about the fact that you want to create more income for your family and you want to do all this. So why are you not open to receiving this? Like, the universe is providing exactly what you asked for. God is giving you opportunities to have exactly what you asked for. And because it might not look like what you thought it was going to look like, or because it came in a certain different package, like, open your mind. Like last night, that message about being able to receive, maybe that was for you right now. And the more I started thinking about it, I'm like, you're right, because I've been praying for opportunities for income to come into my life in different ways and why it's important. And I've been burning the bridge on the thoughts of that this is going to happen. I'm going to diversify my income and I'm going, like, this is happening. And then all of a sudden, the universe or God starts giving me these opportunities. And it's like, it's crazy. It gives you chills when you think about it. And so I'm just sharing that because I never would have been open to jumping on a call like I've been, or being put in situations like I've been put in. I've never really gotten deep into this. I mean, I love Think and Grow Rich, and Sherry, I think you can attest to it. Like, there was a time when you and I were really deep into that. Like, what you think about the most is what you're going to manifest in your reality. Where are you guys' thoughts during the day? Like, sometimes I feel like we've gotten away from like our dreams. Sometimes I think that we've gotten so caught up in life and just the day to day or the struggles that's been happening that we forgot that about the things that make us happy, what we're dreaming about. Because maybe it's a little bit harder than what we thought, or things have happened that we didn't plan for. So that all gets pushed to the side and buried just because we're just trying to get through, or we're just trying to survive. But you guys don't understand, like, everything that's happening to you, it's not happening to you, it's happening for you. It's creating who you're becoming. And there's people out there that need your story. They need your message. See, like, when I look back at all the struggles I've had with Charles and all the injustices, or all the struggles I've had with parenting or whatever it is, like, I can sit here and think, oh my God, this is so unfair. I can sit here and be frustrated, or I can sit here and stay and hurt, and I can stay in this victim mentality mindset, or I can be thankful because every single thing has made me who I am today, has brought me to this point of delivering this message to you guys. Has brought my strength, has given me the opportunity to lean even more into my faith, has given me the opportunity to become stronger than I ever thought I could, has given me the opportunity to find my voice and find my message so I can reach back and help other women who are facing the same type of struggles that I faced, right? And so life is not happening to you, life is happening for you. And if you're thinking that life is happening to you and you're sad, or you've got this mindset where it's like, oh gosh, like, why me? Or, change. Decide right now that life is happening for you. Trust that everything that you're going through, you will get through it. It will pass. And when you emerge, you are going to be stronger for it. You are going to have greater purpose for it. And then you will turn back and you will turn this pain into something that is going to lift you onto another level. And it's going to allow you to touch people's lives that you are supposed to touch. Because there's people out there who need to hear you. They need to hear what your struggles were. They need to hear how you chose to overcome it. They need to hear how you decided that life wasn't going to happen to you. It was going to happen for you. And every single thing that happened brought you closer to God, and it made you stronger, and you're no longer a victim. And see, when you start to have a message like that for others, people will pay for that because they want to be around that. So whatever you're doing, what is it? You're working out? Tell me what I got to get. Tell me what I got to do. Wait, you're creating a journal to help people get through something and you're creating something? Tell me, do I have to buy it? What is it? Wait, you're creating a tribe of girls who are going to take trips together and who are building a business that's going to create income for their family. Can I be a part of your tribe? See, there's so many people who need us to step into the realization that life is not happening to us, it's happening for us. And everything is making us stronger. And I don't know where you are with this business, but this is a vehicle. This is a vehicle. The days of leading with Beachbody are over. It's over. We don't lead with Beachbody anymore. You have to lead with you. You have to lead with your message. But just like on the call last night with this medium, she was talking to some girl and this girl was creating this confident project. And she was like, wait, they're telling me, and she was talking, she's like, they're telling me that in order for you to lead these women, and you will lead them because they need you to. There's people out there that need you to. You need to step into the confidence yourself first. You need to give yourself some grace first. You have to realize that you are no longer a sheep. You are no longer a victim. You are powerful. And you have a message that people need. And you're going to provide things for your family because you're going to have the strength to step into this. And you're going to have the discipline to step into this. And you're going to create a life for yourself and your family that will allow you to not have financial stress anymore. It'll allow you the money to create the memories that you want to create with your family. See, this is a vehicle, you guys. And I just think that a lot of us aren't taking this serious enough. And so I'm going to ask you guys to really do some self-reflection. Do some self-reflection. Where are you at? Because here's the thing. I can tell you right now that if you've stepped away from this business, chances are you're probably in some type of struggle in your personal life. Maybe you feel scattered. Maybe you're struggling with accepting what's going on. Maybe you're hurt. Maybe you've been wronged. Maybe you feel lost. Maybe you're in just an awful cycle that just keeps continuing and you don't have any belief in yourself because every time you start, you give up and you just don't know how to break it. I don't know what is going on in your head, but what I do know is that when you step away from this business, you're stepping away from the personal development. You're stepping away from the community that gives you goals, that kind of keeps you accountable. And when you step away from that and when you isolate yourself from that, I feel like you get further into your own thoughts in your own head, and it's no good. It's no good. And I'm not asking you guys to hit Success Club 20. This isn't about that. This isn't about challenge packs. This isn't about that at all. This is about, like, what are you doing with this opportunity to touch people's lives? You are different from me. Every single one of us has a different journey. Every single one of us are at different points in our lives. We've had different experiences in our lives. We are all unique. But please understand that there are so many women in this world that need you to realize that life is not happening to you, it's happening for you. And you are strong. And you can step into this and you can break whatever cycle that you're in, and you can figure out how to become a victor and not a victim. And you can start diving back into your personal development, and you can start believing in affirmations, and you can start changing how you're thinking. So you can start creating a reality that you want, and not one that's leaving you feeling like you're a victim of situations and circumstances and other people. And I just want to end with this. If you are struggling, everything that you've gone through to this point, you should be grateful for. Be grateful for it because it's given you your strength. It's given you your ability to find out what you're made of. It's brought you here to this point. So change your perspective on this and realize that, you know what? Life is going to suck for everyone at some point. It'll be a different type of suckiness, but it's going to suck for everyone at some point. A lot of people choose to stay victims. They choose to just stay there. But if you're going to have a business that's going to truly impact people's lives, if you're here to spread a message of the power of faith, if you're here to impact and empower other women, then you've got to step into this now. You've got to buy into this now. You've got to start diving into the power of your thoughts, the power of your beliefs, the affirmations. You've got to be open to receiving, because the universe is going to give you so many opportunities. God's going to provide so many things in your path, but you're going to miss it because you're going to be so focused on the struggle or the hardships or the tiredness. Does this make sense, you guys? And this is the message that I keep getting over and over and over again. And even though I keep getting it over and over, and I knew what I was going to talk about tonight, even it just happened to me when I was literally rejecting an opportunity for finances to come into my life. And Sarah had to call me and say, literally check me. And it's like, why? You're not open to receiving. Because you asked for this, you put this out there, you prayed for this. And now the universe and God is giving you these opportunities and you're turning them away? This doesn't make sense to me. And she had to check me and show me what my perspective was. I'm like, you're right. This is exactly what I've been praying for. This is exactly what I've been asking for. This is exactly what, when I do my visualizations, I'm visualizing. And then it happens and I'm not even aware because I'm so caught up in just the grind or the hustle that I'm not even aware that's happening. That's how crazy it is. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. And so then I'm just going to say, The Secret is on Netflix, and Tony Robbins, I'm Not Your Guru. They're both on Netflix. You can listen to this. And some of the stuff on The Secret's a little corny. I don't think you can manifest a parking space. I will say that was a little odd. But I'll tell you this. I had my sister Katie watch it, and she was all into it. And she called me up 3 days later. She goes, I kept visualizing a cup of coffee. And I'm like, okay, let's see if The Secret really works. So she pulls into Tim Hortons with only $1. She cleaned her purse out. She had no change. The cup of coffee was $1.65. She's like, so I was prepared to pull out a line, but I'm like, nope, I'm visualizing this cup of coffee in my hands. I'm seeing it. She's like, so I keep looking. I don't give up. She goes, I get up to the window and I give her my $1 and I'm still looking. And all of a sudden I find this crinkled up receipt on the ground, and I pick it up and open it up, and literally 65 cents is in this receipt. So she calls me, she's freaking out. She goes, you're not going to believe this. You're not going to believe what just happened. The 65 cents, exactly what I was envisioning it appeared and it was exactly 65 cents. I'm like, I don't know, Kate, this is all freaking me out because this shit's happening to me too. And she's like, I don't know what's going on, but I just know that this feels good. This is along the lines of Think and Grow Rich. This is what Napoleon Hill talks about. The Secret, it's along the lines. Lisa Nichols is in the movie. A little corny at times, but my God, the message is amazing. And it's happening. It's working. It's working in my life. It's working in people's lives that I'm talking about, and they're changing their perspective, and it's working. I'm Not Your Guru, Tony Robbins. Watch it. Listen to it. When you're driving to work, just put it on your phone. Just listen to it. Guys, you are all so strong. You are all here for purpose. I know this. And so I just hope that you step into this. And I hope that whatever's happening in your life, if you want to step into this and create a way to impact other women and create an income for your family, you have to step into this now. You have to change your perspective now. Life is not happening to you. It's happening for you. And when you can start looking at things that way, everything changes. I promise you. It's craziness. All right, guys, that is all I have for tonight. Thank you so much for being on the call. I'm going to stop recording.